Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs.
The Geopolitics of Emotion: How Cultures of Fear, Humiliation, and Hope Are Reshaping the World, by Dominique Moïsi, read by Scott L. Peterson. To the memory of my father, Jules Moïsi, number 159721 in Auschwitz, who survived extreme fear and humiliation to teach me hope. Preface to the American edition. On November 4th, 2008, like millions of people the world over, I watched the victory celebration for the election of President Barack Obama in Chicago's Grant Park. It was a night of many images laden with emotion. For me, the most powerful symbol of that remarkable night was the tears of joy streaming down the face of the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Those tears reminded me of other images from almost 20 years before, images like that of the great Russian composer Mstislav Rostropovich, exiled from his homeland, now playing his cello before celebrating crowds in front of the crumbling Berlin Wall. They were tears of triumph and reconciliation, tears of harmony with the world, tears whose joyous message was that men and women can change history for the best when moved by emotions, the right emotions. Less than a month later, in Mumbai, the city that is a symbol of hope of India, the wrong emotions were at work as humiliation turned into terrorist violence. "Why are you doing this to us?" a man who had been taken hostage and was about to be executed called out to the gunman. "We haven't done anything to you." "Remember Babri Masjid?" one of the gunmen shouted in reply. He was referring to a 16th century mosque built by India's first Mughal Muslim emperor and destroyed by Hindu radicals in 1962. "Remember Godhra?" a second attacker asked. He was referring to the town in the Indian state of Gujarat, where religious rioting had evolved into an anti-Muslim pogrom began in 2002. The incident is further testimony, if any is needed, to the enduring power of symbols, in this case symbols of humiliation, to evoke emotions and thereby control human behavior, even after a lapse of centuries. The very title of this audiobook, The Geopolitics of Emotion, will strike many critics as a sheer provocation, if not an oxymoron. After all, isn't geopolitics about rationality, about objective data such as frontiers, economic resources, military might, and the cold political calculus of interest? By contrast, emotions are essentially subjective, if not purely irrational. To mix emotions and geopolitics can only be a futile, perhaps dangerous exercise, leading ultimately to the abyss of unreason epitomised.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?